And in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my new favorite lens. Ta-da! Yes! I just need you to zoom in a little bit closer so you guys can take in this greatness right here. This is Canon's 24 to 70 millimeter lens with a 2.8 f-stop. Guys, it was literally love at first snap for me in this lens. It is just everything you could possibly ask for in a lens. And you guys know, if you watched my last video, you know that I am a prime lens fanatic. It is literally all that I shoot with. But the prime lenses do have their shortcomings, and I'm going to get into all of that in this video and also talk about why you need this 24 to 70 millimeter lens in your life. Okay, first, let me take off my glasses so you're not looking at the glare of my ring light for this whole video. That's better. Okay, so I love a good prime lens. They're sharp. They give you good background blur. You can get a good one for the low. However, sometimes I get tired of having to back up 50, 100,000 feet just to get everything that I want into the photo. I don't want to have to do that all the time, you know? So I started looking into zoom lenses, which brought me to the 24 to 70 millimeter lens. As you can tell by the red line across the top of this lens, it is an L series lens or a luxury lens for professional photographers, videographers, or anyone looking to capture high quality photos and videos. Now, why I love this zoom lens has a lot to do with what prime lenses are lacking. I have a 24 millimeter prime lens, a 35 millimeter, 50 millimeter, and an 85 millimeter prime lens. The issue with those lenses is that they're fixed focal length, right? So you can't zoom in, can't zoom out. And that can be sometimes problematic, especially when I'm out photographing people. Like, for example, if I have a photo shoot with an influencer or multiple influencers, I sometimes don't have the luxury of backing up into the street or backing up in a small room. And I also don't have the time to be switching between my 50 millimeter lens and my 85 millimeter lens. Trust me, I've dropped a few lenses doing this whole thing, right? And I've tried the whole 2 camera bodies on you, strapped to your body. You guys, I'm nothing but a $125, right? Having these 2 heavy lenses on me is just, it weighs me down, it slows me down, and I find it's not a very efficient way to work, personally. And lastly, I feel like I've lost a lot of shots just through the process of having to switch lens. Oh, and every time you switch your lens, you gotta make sure your settings are correct. It's just a lot, and granted, the photos that you get from prime lenses are amazing. Sometimes all that work is just, whoo, it's a lot. So back to this beauty right here. With this 24 to 70 millimeter lens, I can zoom in for a tight shot, like a tight portrait type shot, and I can also zoom out without ever moving my feet. You know how amazing that is for someone that's coming from a prime lens? Phenomenal. I can kind of show you right now how this works. This first ring here is for focusing, and then this ring in the back is for zooming. You have a lot of room to play with in terms of like focal length. And if you're looking for that background blur, you can still get it with this. And I'm going to toss up some examples so you guys can look at all the pictures that I took with this, from super close up to far away. And the trick to still getting that blurred background with a zoom lens like this is to zoom in, and then you're getting that blurred background close to like the 85 millimeter that I talked about in my last video. Like, look at these photos. Look at that background blur on a zoom lens, yo. This lens is just phenomenal. And before I wrap up this video, I want to show you guys what the lens does in terms of video. Now I do have the lens on the camera body. This is what the lens zoomed all the way in at 70 millimeters. As you can see, it takes a little bit more than the 85 millimeter lens. Now I'm gonna hop up and retract it a bit and go down to 24 millimeters. I apologize in advance for what my place looks like right now. Looks a hot mess, but let's do it. Okay, so here we are at 24 millimeter lens. You can see everything that I don't particularly care for y'all to see, but look, we here. So I'm letting you in. It takes in a good portion of my room, so it's even good for video. So that is it. If there's anything you want me to review, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, please drop those down below and I will definitely get to them. And until the next time, toodaloo.